You know what's keeping you up at night? It's not the challenge in front of you. It's not even the fear of failure. It's that voice. You know exactly which one I'm talking about. The one that's been with you for years. The one that speaks up every single time you're about to do something bold. About to take a risk. About to step outside your comfort zone and reach for something greater. That voice that whispers, you can't do that. You're not smart enough. You're not talented enough. You don't have what it takes. Look at where you came from. Look at your past failures. Who do you think you are? And here's the thing, that voice, it sounds so reasonable, doesn't it? It sounds like it's protecting you, like it's keeping you safe, like it's just being realistic. But I'm here to tell you something that might change everything for you. That voice is a liar, and it's time you stop listening to it. Because here's the truth that nobody wants to tell you. Every single person who ever accomplished anything extraordinary heard that exact same voice. Every entrepreneur who built an empire from nothing. Every athlete who stood on a podium with a gold medal. Every artist who created something that moved millions. Every scientist who discovered something that changed the world. Every student who went from failing to graduating at the top of their class. They all heard it. Steve Jobs heard it when he started Apple in his garage. Oprah heard it when she was told she wasn't fit for television. J.K. Rowling heard it when 12 publishers rejected Harry Potter. Michael Jordan heard it when he got cut from his high school basketball team. Walt Disney heard it when he was fired for lacking imagination. They all heard that voice telling them, you can't. And you know what they did? They looked that voice in the eye and they said 3 words that changed everything. Yes, I plan. Let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about this. Who told you that you couldn't? Was it a parent who didn't understand your dreams? A teacher who gave up on you? A friend who was too scared to chase their own goals so they convinced you to stay small too? A stranger on the internet who doesn't even know your name? Or was it you? See, somewhere along the way, most of us become our own worst enemy. We take all those words, all that criticism, all that doubt, all those rejections, and we internalize them. We make them our truth. We accept them as facts, and brick by brick, excuse by excuse, fear by fear, we build a prison for ourselves. I can't do that because I'm not educated enough. I can't start because I don't have enough money. I can't try because what if I fail? I can't change because this is just who I am. You become the architect of your own limitations. You design the walls that keep you trapped. You write the rules that say how far you're allowed to go and no further. And the crazy part? The tragic part? The part that should make you angry? You had the key the whole time. Those walls you built? You can tear them down. Those limits you set? You can break them. Those rules you wrote? You can rewrite them. Because here's what I can't really means. It means I'm afraid. It means I don't know how yet. It means I might fail, and that scares me. And all of those things? Those are human. Those are normal. Those are okay to feel, but they are not reasons to quit. Fear is not a stop sign. It's a signpost. It's pointing you toward growth, toward the edge of who you are and the beginning of who you could become. Think about it. Everything you want, everything you dream about, everything that makes your heart race with excitement, it's all on the other side of, I can't. Your dream job? On the other side. Your ideal relationship? On the other side. Your healthy body? On the other side. Your financial freedom? On the other side. Your peace of mind? on the other side. The best version of yourself? On the other side. And the only thing standing between you and all of that is 3 words. Yes, can. Let's talk about the thing everyone's afraid of. Failure. You're afraid you'll try and you'll fail. That you'll put yourself out there and fall flat on your face. That people will laugh. That you'll prove all your doubts right. So you don't try. You play it safe. You stay in your comfort zone. But can I tell you something? You're already failing. Every day you don't chase your dreams, that's a failure. Every time you silence your own voice, that's a failure. Every moment you choose comfort over growth, that's a failure. The difference is, those failures are quiet. They don't make noise. They don't attract attention. They just slowly, silently steal your life from you. One day at a time. One opportunity at a time. One dream at a time. And 30 years from now, you'll wake up and realize that playing it safe was the riskiest thing you ever did. But here's the beautiful truth about the kind of failure everyone's afraid of. The public kind, the messy kind, the embarrassing kind. That kind of failure makes you stronger. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he invented the light bulb. 10,000 times. And when someone asked him how it felt to fail that many times, you know what he said? I didn't fail 10,000 times. I successfully found 10,000 ways that didn't work. That's not just positive thinking, that's truth. Because every failure teaches you something success never can. Every setback shows you what you're made of. Every mistake is data you can use to do better next time. Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, said it best. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. You see that? The failure wasn't in spite of his success. It was the foundation of it. So stop running from failure. Stop treating it like it's the worst thing that could happen to you. You know what's worse than failing? Never trying. Giving up on yourself. Looking back at your life with nothing but regret and what ifs. That's the real failure. And you're better than that. I'm not ready yet. How many times have you said that? I'll start when I'm ready. I'll apply when I'm ready. I'll launch when I'm ready. I'll speak up when I'm ready. Let me tell you something that might sting a little. You're never going to feel ready. Never. Ready is a myth. It's a fairy tale. It's what scared people hide behind while their lives pass them by. You weren't ready when you learned to walk, but you did it anyway. You weren't ready for your first day of school, but you went. You weren't ready for heartbreak, but you survived it. You weren't ready for any of the big moments in your life, but they happened and you handled them. So why are you waiting to feel ready now? The truth is, growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens when you take a leap before you feel ready. When you say yes before you know how. When you start before you're qualified. Mark Zuckerberg wasn't ready when he launched Facebook from his dorm room. Sarah Blakely wasn't ready when she started Spanx with $5,000 and an idea. Malala wasn't ready when she stood up for girls' education. But they did it anyway. Because here's the secret successful people know. You don't get ready, then start. You start and you get ready along the way. You learn by doing. You grow by trying. You become qualified by taking action even when you're unqualified. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes from action. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Stop waiting for the right opportunity. You create it. Stop waiting for enough experience. You gain it by starting. Stop waiting for complete knowledge. You learn as you go. Stop waiting for other people's approval. You don't need it. Start messy. Start imperfect. Start scared. Just start. Because the version of you that's on the other side of this challenge, the one who pushed through the fear and did it anyway, that version is stronger, wiser, more capable, and more confident than the version sitting here waiting to feel ready. Because you can, even if you're not ready. Especially if you're not ready. Here's something nobody talks about enough. There is something you can do that nobody else can do quite the same way. Maybe you don't see it yet. Maybe you've been told so many times what you're not good at that you forgot to notice what you excel at. But it's there. Your unique combination of experiences, perspectives, talents, and passions. Nobody else has that exact mix. Nobody else sees the world through your eyes. Nobody else has walked your path. And the world needs what only you can offer. Think about the people who changed your life. The teacher who believed in you. The friend who was there in your darkest moment. The stranger whose words gave you hope. The artist whose work moved you to tears. They didn't change your life by being perfect. They didn't change your life by having it all figured out. They changed your life by showing up, by being authentic, by sharing their unique gifts with the world. And you have that power too. Someone out there needs to hear your story. Someone needs the solution you can provide. Someone needs the art you can create. Someone needs the encouragement only you can give. But they can't receive it if you're playing small, if you're hiding, if you're letting fear keep you silent. The world doesn't need another carbon copy. It doesn't need you to be like everyone else. It needs you to be fully, unapologetically, powerfully you. So stop dimming your light to make others comfortable. Stop apologizing for your ambitions. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that weren't meant for your full potential. Expand. Take up space. Speak up. Show up. Stand out. Because your difference isn't your weakness, it's your superpower. So, here we are. You've heard the truth. You know the lies you've been telling yourself. You understand that fear is normal, failure is valuable, and you don't need to be ready. Now comes the only part that actually matters. What are you going to do about it? Because motivation without action is just entertainment. Inspiration without implementation is just procrastination with a better soundtrack. The question isn't whether you can. We've established that you can. The question is, will you? Will you wake up tomorrow and take one step toward your dream? Will you apply for that opportunity even though you're terrified? Will you have that difficult conversation? Will you start that project you've been putting off? Will you invest in yourself? Will you choose courage over comfort? Because here's what I know about you, even if we've never met. You've already survived 100% of your worst days. You've already overcome obstacles you thought would break you. You've already proven you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. So why stop now? Why let fear win when you've already won so many battles? The decision you make today, right now, in this moment, will determine where you are a year from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now. You can keep telling yourself, I can't, and stay exactly where you are. Or you can take a deep breath, feel the fear, acknowledge the doubt, and say the 3 words that will change everything. I can, and then prove it. This is it, not tomorrow, not next week, Not when everything's perfect or when you feel more confident or when the timing is better. Now. Because here's the thing about tomorrow. It's not guaranteed. It never is. The future you're planning for, the person you'll be someday, the life you'll live eventually, none of that matters if you don't start today. Today is the only day that's real. This moment is the only moment you have. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to let it slip by while you wait for perfect conditions? Or are you going to grab it with both hands and squeeze every drop of potential out of it? Your dream is calling. Your purpose is waiting. Your potential is limitless, but only if you answer. So stand up right now. Physically stand up if you can. Put your hand on your heart and feel it beating. That heartbeat, that's life. That's possibility. That's proof that you're still here, still fighting, still capable of change. Now say it out loud. Like you mean it. Like your future is listening. Like the universe is taking notes. Yes, I can. Say it again, louder, with everything you have. Yes, I can. One more time. Like you're declaring war on every doubt, every fear, every limitation you've ever accepted. I can. Do you feel that? That surge of power? That's not just emotion. That's truth. That's your spirit recognizing what you were always meant to be. Powerful. Capable. Unstoppable. I can't promise you it's going to be easy. I can't promise you won't face setbacks, obstacles, rejections, and moments where you want to quit. I can't promise you that fear won't show up or that doubt won't whisper in your ear. But here's what I can promise you. Every step you take toward your goals makes you stronger. Every time you choose courage over comfort, you grow. Every obstacle you overcome proves that you're capable of more than you knew. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day, you'll look back at this moment and realize this was when everything changed. This was when you stopped letting fear drive. This was when you stopped accepting limits. This was when you finally, truly, deeply believed in yourself. This was when you said, yes, I can, and meant it. And everything that comes after, all the success, all the growth, all the dreams that come true, it all started here. With a decision. With 3 words. Yes, you can. Now go out there and prove it to yourself. The world is waiting for what only you can give it. And you've got this. Your moment is now. What are you waiting for?